won't convey. Our hearts, they cannot fathom all you have for us. Your promises won't falter, your word will never fade. We're singing as we wait for all you have for us. Grace like waters running deeper, sent from heaven for my soul. Grace has found me, it's all around me, always with me. This I know, this I know. This I know. Speaking in the quiet, erasing every shame. Oh God, there's no denying all you have for us. Surrounded by your presence, united by your name. Here we stand in awe of all you are to us. Grace like waters running deeper, sent from heaven for my soul. Grace has found me, it's all around me, always with me. This I know. Grace like waters running deeper, sent from heaven for my soul. Grace has found me, it's all around me, always with me. This I know, this I know, this I know. Grace above me, grace before me, grace behind me. This I know. Grace defends me, grace defines me, grace will guide me. This I know. Grace above me, grace before me, grace behind me. This I know. Grace defends me, grace defines me, grace will guide me. This I know. This I know. This I know. This I know. Grace like waters running deeper, sent from heaven for my soul. Grace has found me, it's all around me, always with me. This I know, this I know.
Well, Lucas, Evelyn, and Shelley, thank you guys for making time for this. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Man, it's so good to talk about this song. I think the first, I think the video, what you guys had done with the song as well. And so I got the visual and I got the song at the same time, which was so powerful. And man, we're so excited to be able to present this song to the church. But Lucas, maybe we'll start with you. Just talk about this song, just the writing of it and how it all came together and how you guys worked on it.
Yeah, it's the funniest story. When it comes to songwriting, I can't remember when. It was about 3 years ago. I'm playing video games with my buddies and online, and the song, the idea of the verse and the chorus just kind of came to me, and I've gotten into the habit of like taking out my phone right away when that happens and just recording a quick voice memo. And so I did that and actually just sent it to my drummer who was playing with me, and I'm like, dude, check this out. Tell me what you think. He loved it. And so whenever I get like feedback from people like that, people that I trust, I go, okay, all right, that's something. So I kind of put it away. And, we tend to go to Nashville 5 to 10 times a year to write with people like Shelly and these amazing writers that like they do this for a living. And so we've already also made a decision at some point that we really don't want to finish songs on our own anymore. We love adding voices to it. And so that's what we did with this song. And we actually pray about the ideas that we have with the people that we're going to be writing with that whole week. And it's usually 2 a days. And but then when we get to the room, so we have a list of songs and names. And then when we get to the room, we're also just kind of listening to the Holy Spirit. And I think we got into that room at Trevecca that day. And it was like, I don't even know why, but the conversation started. And I'm like, I think it's Grace Like Waters that we need to bring. And so we brought it in, and Shelly added so much to it.
She did.
It's a song that it's one of our favorites for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, it started in a mundane kind of moment, and God just made something beautiful out of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow, that's super cool. And Evelyn, talk a little bit about just the theme of the song, Grace. I love that you all use the metaphor of water, talking about grace. It reminds me of the scripture is as the deer pants, for water, my soul longs. But just talk about just the ideas around the lyric and how you guys wrote that.
Yeah. Grace Like Waters, just that imagery of it just like washing over us and, just falling over us. It's more, I think grace at times, just understanding grace, it's something really hard to grasp, like the grace of God. And that imagery of just like grace like waters, that felt so right, because it does feel overwhelming at times, just understanding that grace, and, just undeserved, a beautiful gift from the Lord. And, just that, I think, and Shelly, you can speak to that too, like on that bridge, I was talking to Lucas this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, like that nod to the St. Patrick's prayer, before me, behind me, all around me, beside me. I love that. And it's just a beautiful picture of just the grace that's all around us. I think it's something that we really need to hear and really need to sing over ourselves individually and as a church, like the global church, just falling into that grace of the Lord and really trying to grasp what that grace is for us, how beautiful, how just amazing it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and Shelly, speak to that. We were just, before we started, joking a little bit. You show up to the right with, like your books and your journal and everything. But I do love that, tying it into to the St. Patrick's prayer of all around us, behind us, before us. Such a beautiful kind of connection there to church history.
Yeah, so I love hymnals, and I think there's so much rich writing that's already there that we can pull from, just thematically, but also just the word choices, and it's just a beautiful thing to pull from those who've gone before us, and especially the things that have already sort of been written on the hearts of the generations before us. And so I think a lot of times with modern worship music, sometimes it's the generations that have had those altar call moments with other songs, those songs have been shelved in a lot of ways. And so I think when you can do a nod to things that have been written on the hearts of generations before, it pulls the whole congregation together and unites us in a really, really tremendous, special way. So I try to bring those to the table.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. I completely agree. It's like when you're in church and you pull out a piece of one of those old hymns or something like that, you see the faces light up. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing the song with us. We're so excited for churches to be able to hear and to be able to to add this song into the worship sets, and you guys did an amazing job with it. So thanks for talking about it with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Thank you, Jimmy.